Hey everyone, welcome back to Efata's YouTube channel. Have you ever guys get confused in using to plus verb, or we usually call it as infinitive, and gerund verb plus ing? Like we can say I enjoy drawing, but we can't say I enjoy to draw. It's actually a common mistake made by a lot of English learners. That's why today we are going to discuss it deeper to clear all the confusion of yours, and you may also learn how to use it effectively. This can help you to improve your writing and or speaking. Okay, let's start. First, let's talk about infinitive. As I've told you earlier, that infinitive is to plus verb 1 and it usually acts as a verb in a sentence. Now, that's the basic thing you can remember about because that's the major difference between gerund and infinitive. But let's discuss it a little bit deeper. Infinitive can also be a subject in a sentence. Well, it may not really common in verbal communication, but you may need it in writing because it shows the level of formality at some points. But in general, we can use infinitive as a subject when we give these things. For instance, to be able to learn Chinese, you have to remember 汉字. Well, that's all about infinitives now. Let's move on to the gerund. Well, if infinitives generally acts as a verb, gerund on the other hand commonly acts as a noun in a sentence. Let's see the sentence. A word writing here acts as a noun, right? That's how gerund generally takes place in. However, it can also act as a subject, just like the infinitives. Here are the examples. From these two sentences, both of the gerunds act as a subject. Get it? Good! But I have a really important information for you guys since it seems to be a vague understanding about a gerund. Now, I clearly tell you that not all verbs plus ing are gerunds because gerunds often act as a noun or noun phrase. Verb ing can also be a past participle or progressive verb. But you may question right now, how can we differentiate it, right? Well, we have these two sentences. The first sentence shows that it's a gerund since it acts as a noun in a sentence. Meanwhile, the second one shows that it's a part of present progressive. Is it clear now? Great! Now, let's talk about some other complicated things. I promise you that it will be interesting though. Okay, I think you're highly aware that in English they often have exceptions, right? So I'm going to explain what verbs can go with infinitive and what verbs can go with gerunds. Let's take a look. These are the verbs that allow us to use along with infinitives. And these are the verbs that are followed by gerunds. If it's still confusing for you, let me tell you a little trick to know when should we use infinitives and gerunds. Remember that these may not work all the time though. Just I'm pretty sure this can help you especially in your writing or such. So, you can note that if a first verb leads to a second verb, or let's say an action, you can use infinitives. For example, I like to play a game. And if the verbs or the actions happen accordingly at the same time, you can use gerund. For instance, I like playing game when I'm free. Got it? Cool! Now, let's jump into a practice. Do you know what time is it? Yes, it's question time! So please answer the following questions and give it a shot. All the best! So, how was it? Could you do it well? Good job! On the next video, I'm going to discuss about another thing in English. So if you want to learn together with us, please consider subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell below so you won't miss any updates from us. Till next time!